Welcome back. The following segment is sponsored by Faithco Enterprises. Well, joining me now is Kelly and Katie, and they're here to share about Old School Artistry's partnership with the Journey Center of Lindale. How are y'all?
Good. Great.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me. So what is Old School Artistry?
So we are a registered 501c3 nonprofit in Lindale, located inside of the Journey Center. Our mission is to support the preservation of traditional crafts and the use of natural fibers.
I love that. So what does your organization offer? What are some of those things?
Yeah, so mainly our primary purpose is educational. So we teach classes in traditional craft skills like crochet, sewing, weaving, spinning, all of that kind of stuff. As we continue to grow, we're hoping to continue adding more skills, and as we find more local artisans to teach them and kind of building a community around that. So we also teach about kind of clothing and different fibers and where those things come from. We're kind of, as a culture, generally becoming pretty disconnected from where these things come from, and there have been a lot of people over the years that have really addressed similar things in the food industry with kids not really understanding that food comes from animals and farms, and clothing is really the same. And so really trying to develop programming to bring into schools and things to teach about kind of where that comes from and reconnect like the plants and animals that we get fibers from and how they get made into clothing. So
I love that.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's very popular right now.
Yes.
I mean, I'm seeing everywhere. I know a lot of that is considered under, they've coined it grandma core.
Yeah.
And so everybody is like, oh, let me jump on that. Let me try that.
Yeah.
And so I love that you're offering that to children in kind of more educational way. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Good. So what inspired you to create this organization?
So it's kind of been a slow development. A lot of it really came from my kids. So I have 8, and my oldest, when she was about 10, taught her how to crochet, and she just kind of grew with that, and she wanted to learn more about spinning her own yarn and just kind of all of these new hobbies we're developing, and we were trying to find spaces for her to learn and kind of grow with those interests. And there's a lot of things online, but to find those things in person can be really difficult. And so that kind of became something, as we were realizing that those things were hard to find, we were recognizing that a lot of things that were really common for our grandparents and great-grandparents' generation weren't really being passed on the same way. They weren't being valued the same way. I think there was kind of a whole generation that had this message, like as we were getting more of these like very convenient mass-produced things in the market, there was kind of a whole generation that was told like, you don't need to know how to do that anymore, you can just go buy it. And so it was kind of becoming at risk of being lost. And now, like you're saying with like the grandma core stuff, like I think there were a lot more people kind of starting to wake up to, wait, I want to learn how to do this, or I want my kids to learn how to do this. And so, we have a lot of parents that come to us and say, well, I want my kids to know how to sew, but I don't know how to sew. And so teaching their kids, but then also adults that are like, oh, my mom and my grandma, they love this, but I was never interested in learning, and now they're gone. And so being able to kind of reconnect for them even, and take adult classes where they're learning something that was really valuable in their family, and they're wondering if they missed out on that opportunity, and being able to kind of reconnect and find that again. So
I love it. Well, Katie, real quick, because we're out of time, but what is it for y'all to be able to partner with businesses and organizations like this?
Yeah, we love that Old School Artistry just joined the Journey Center in the last month, and we're so excited about what they're doing, and we're just glad to be able to be a part and to increase what we're offering for the community.
Yes, alrighty. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Tori.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Alrighty, and for more information, you can go to that website right there on your screen. And the previous segment was sponsored by Faithco Enterprises.